Greetings from New Mexico. I literally have been driving so much the last few days. I think I drove 2 days in a row of over 500 miles each day. I was able to stop and see my friend's mom and give flowers and have lunch, and that was really fun. I drove through Oklahoma. I stayed in a sketchy part of Oklahoma and scared myself quite a few times, so not my favorite, but I hear there's great parts of Oklahoma. I just chose poorly. But in New Mexico, I'm going to be meeting up with my friend Tara. I met her quite a few years ago at the New York airport. We were both waiting for a shuttle to go into Manhattan. And it was funny because she was telling me that her boyfriend was really worried about her safety and didn't want her to run through Central Park. And I was like, hey, wait a second. My husband told me to run through Central Park. And I was like, I wonder if he's trying to get rid of me. And that is how our friendship began. So it was sort of funny. And we ended up running through Central Park together. We also went out for coffee, and since then have stayed in contact. She moved to Washington State in the peninsula area for a few years, and so I was actually able to visit her there. We went out to lunch a few times and hung out, so we sort of loosely stayed in contact over the years, which is fun. But it just reminds me of how small the world really is, because honestly, these types of friendships that you create often would just disappear. But with today's social media, and not that she's on social media, but you have social media, texting and calling and things like that. So I think it's really cool to have these experiences where you get to stay connected with people all over the world and all over the country. And I have a few friends all over the world that I've met along my journeys, which I'm excited about. But I think when people pop into my brain, I try and be really proactive to either send out a good vibe or a prayer for them, or I try and send them a text or give them a call just to let them know they're on my mind. And usually the feedback I get is, oh my gosh, thank you for reaching out to me. I was having a crappy day, or oh my gosh, I really wanted to talk to somebody. And so I'm just thinking that it's a good habit to get into. Like if people pop into your brain multiple times in a short period of time, it means you're supposed to reach out to them. So I try and live by that. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I succeed, sometimes I wish I had called and I didn't. So anyways, I hope everyone has a great day. I'm heading to Phoenix, Arizona tomorrow. I have about 8 people I'm trying to see there. Like one's an old high school friend, one is 2 are old church mates. One is my friend from childhood. Our moms were best friends when we were little. One is my cousin, one's an old coworker, and one's one of my childhood friends' parents that I was friends with her. So I have a lot of people I'm trying to cram into just a short few days before heading up to see my cousin Nikki. So I hope everyone has a great day. I am staying at an Airbnb here, very cute. I'll add a video at the end about the Airbnb because it's really cute. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye.